everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Jasmyn Destine. If you're new here, if you're returning, hey girl, hey, what's up, what's good, what's goody? We are back with a new video, okay, period. I'm gonna be answering some fitness related questions. I posted a Q&A on my story a little while ago, and I just wanted to talk about my fitness journey while I install some new hair on my head and get cute. Shout out to LuvMeHair for sponsoring today's install. I took a little peek because I wanted to see what I was working with, and she's real cute, like actually very cute. So I'm excited to install this wig and to obviously open up about my fitness journey and answer some of your questions that you guys have been having, because I've been on it now for like 2 years, I think. It's been a minute. I'm gonna try and insert some photos throughout, so if you guys are excited for that, then make sure you keep watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications and join the tribe. Give this video a thumbs up at any point throughout the video. It always helps me out greatly, and yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, so before I get to the questions, I'm gonna do a little unboxing. So on the inside, you're gonna get like a little tissue paper with your wig inside of a little net. There's tissue paper to hold it. I've got a cute little closure wig. This is actually so cute. Look at the curls, like straight out the box. That's one thing I will say about LuvMeHair. The hair is gonna come to where you can literally slap it on and go. I will not be bleaching these knots because they're actually already bleached. I'm just gonna tint my lace. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do any tweezing, but I'm just like obsessed with the little quirly quirls. It's so cute. But inside of your box, you're gonna get your little bag that you can store your wig in when you're not wearing it. You're gonna get wig caps, and then there's usually a little pouch in here with some hair accessories. I'm gonna do my bald cap method really quickly, and then we're gonna come back and answer questions, okay? 2 seconds. Okay, so I got to this part of my wig cap. I had to put the wig on just to see where it falls, so I used a little lip liner and just made these little marks right here. For beginners, what routine / exercise would you recommend? If you're a beginner in the gym and you want to start working out, I feel like the best thing to do if you're trying to lose weight, walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes at an incline. Try to do like 8% or higher. When I first started, I think I started off at 10, but that is pretty steep. And that's just because I've always like been somewhat active. So I used to always be in some kind of sport in school, like, and throughout my childhood and stuff. So I kind of feel like I'm just naturally a little bit more athletic. So when I first started working out, like, that wasn't necessarily hard for me, but I've heard from other beginners that 10% can be a lot. But if you could do it, do it. If you could do 15, do 15, do 12. But do an incline of 8% or more and walk at a speed of 3.0 miles per hour, and do that for 30 minutes and try to do it at least 4 times a week. You will literally see the fat start to melt off of you. Obviously, you have to be eating right too with doing this, but you don't have to completely cut out everything, and you'll definitely see some results. Someone asked, what motivates you to stay consistent? Honestly, I feel like just looking back, and I've said this before, but really just looking back at older photos and videos of myself and just seeing how far I've come, it definitely pushes me to keep going, because I'm like, well, you kind of already have done all this work, like why let it go to waste, you know? Like, and once you start to see the slightest bit of change in your body, I'm looking for my glue. Once you start to see the slightest bit of change in your body from working out, it's like that just motivates you in itself, because you're like, wow, it's like actually working. It does take some time, obviously, and if you look at yourself every single day in the mirror, you're not gonna be able to see it. So the best way for me to see progress is through progress photos. So I take a lot of photos. Like, I like taking photos of me in every stage of my life, and just like in every point throughout my fitness journey, like I'll take photos. Even if no one ever sees them, they're for me, so that I can like really see the difference in my body. What motivates me too is I feel like it has to be for you. If you're doing it for someone else or for a reason other than yourself, you probably are gonna have a hard time sticking to it. But I feel like when you do something for yourself, you genuinely want it for yourself, it's like you're either gonna do it or you're not. You're either going to go to the gym and get through your workout and push through and power through no matter how hard or difficult it is on your body, or you're going to not do it and not go to the gym, and then you won't see results. So it's kind of just like, do you actually want to do what you're saying you want to do? And if you do, then do it. Just do it. Next question. I got another, how do you find the motivation to get up and work out every day? Same answer. I don't know, and it's something I genuinely enjoy, you guys. Like, I have gotten to the point in my life where like I really love working out. Like, it makes me feel so good. I'm in the gym and it's like, I noticed I'm such an overthinker. Like, I feel like I'm such an overthinker. I overthink everything that I say, things that I encounter, things that people say to me, stuff that I have to do. I have like anxiety about things that I have to get done. Like, I'm constantly thinking about stuff, and I feel like the only time my mind is truly empty is when I'm in the gym. It's like I'm not focused on anything other than getting my reps in. And I love that. I'm only gonna do 2 layers because this is just a closure. So because I still wanted to give scalp in the middle, obviously, I'm just gluing the middle down. Someone asked, how do you stay on track when it comes to your eating? So my thing that I struggle with is that I don't eat enough. I'm not consuming enough protein, and I'm not, well, currently I am. Like, I'm on top of it now, but at one point I wasn't consuming enough protein and I just wasn't eating enough in the day. I can't eat as soon as I wake up, so I wait, and then sometimes, like, if I start my day, like my workload and stuff, or I'm editing or emailing or whatever, like, I'll let hours go by before I eat. I'll eat one like really big lunch, and then by the time dinner comes around, like, I'm not really that hungry again. I might have something smaller, like, you know, food, but not like an entire meal, and then that's all that I eat for the day. And it's like, well, you really only ate twice. Definitely didn't have enough calories. Definitely didn't have enough protein to like build muscle and stuff. So what are you doing? I just mentally have to be more on top of myself. There are apps that I've used in the past that help me track my calories, but at this point I feel like I understand and know what it is I have to eat and what I can't eat, and also how much, like the portions wise, because I was counting my calories for so long. Now I kind of just know. I know what 3.5 ounces of chicken looks like. I know what 4 ounces of turkey looks like. I know how much a cup of rice is and things like that. If you're just starting out, I would definitely say that counting your calories is the best way to stay on top of, you know, how much you're consuming, all of your macros that you need to be getting in. So, you know, how much carbs you're taking in for the day, how much protein, and then how much fat. Can you explain how you do carb cycling? This is a good question. Okay, so carb cycling is basically consuming a high amount of carbs on the days that you lift heavy. So typically the days that I lift heavy are the days that I'm working my lower body. That's my quads, my hams, my glutes, and my calves. I'm eating a high amount of carbs that day to fuel myself for my workout, but also to help rebuild and repair my muscles that I've broken down in weightlifting. You don't want to go crazy, obviously, but you definitely can have more than you would eat on your low carb days. So the other side of the cycle is on your low carb days, which are my upper body days, where I'm working my shoulders, my chest, my upper and lower back, and my abs. What you want? Like, what you want? He wants to give mommy a hug. So on my upper body days, which are my low carb days, I'm eating 100 grams or less of carbs. So on those days, I'm not really eating much carbs at all, because 100 grams is really nothing. I really just think of those days as my keto days, where I consume a high amount of protein and fat to keep me going throughout my day, but I'm only allotted 100 grams of carbs on those days. I have 2 types of eating days throughout my week. They alternate. Today I'm on a high carb diet. Tomorrow I will be low carb, and that's what carb cycling is. Yeah, when I learned that, it was a game changer for me. I really felt like I started to see a major difference in my body. I have photos of when I was just doing cardio and I was super duper slim, and then when I started implementing carb cycling with weightlifting, how my body just like completely shifted and started to look more toned and more muscular. This is what it looks like. The hairline is very full, so I'm definitely gonna have to tweeze it. Next question is, what are your go-to meals during your bulking and or cutting phases? So I'm gonna be doing a full 2-part series on what I eat in a day. One's gonna be for my high carb days and the other is gonna be for my low carb days. So that's gonna go like full in depth. But if I could like quickly answer it, when I'm bulking, I'm eating things like oatmeal. I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I like tuna sandwiches. I love pasta. I love, what else? I love mashed potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. I love rice. How the hell you get them legs and cut up and toned like that? Teach me. Honestly, I feel like I look at myself and sometimes I forget or I don't realize how toned my legs are. They're actually really toned and I'm so proud of how they look. Like my quads have really just come in and my hamstrings are starting to poke out in photos too. Yeah, so I don't know. I think that's also a genetic thing for me personally. My family, like on both sides, everyone just has very strong looking legs naturally. Definitely with weight training, obviously it's gotten more. I can never cut this side the same. What was/is the hardest part about fitness? I think the hardest part is the beginning. I think starting and sticking with it before you see any kind of change to your body, like any kind of major change or progress, I think that's when it's the hardest to stick with it. Because even if you fall off after you've made some kind of change or had like progress in your fitness journey, I feel like it's still easier to get back on after you've already done it. Working out just makes me feel so good, you guys. Like literally, I can't explain it. Like it's just such a great feeling for me. I did a workout yesterday and it was like shoulders and chest and arms, and my shoulders are so freaking sore today. And it's just like, yeah, that's because you really went in and you did what you were supposed to do in the gym, okay? Have you tried different protein powders or pre-made protein drinks? And if so, what's your fave? I have tried a couple of different ones. The one I'm using currently right now is from Muscle Milk, and I picked it out because it has 50 grams of protein per serving. Be mindful though that the serving size is 2 scoops. But honestly, that's like good for me because I was trying to find a protein powder that offered the most protein per serving, and a lot of the other ones are like 25 grams per serving. The last one that I had that was really good, like tasted so good, and they have a ton of flavors in it, was from Orgain, and I get that off of Amazon. I can have it linked in my, I'm pretty sure it's already linked on my Amazon storefront actually. I really like that protein powder because it blends really nicely into drinks. Like if you just want to use a shaker cup and some oat milk or almond milk or whatever and mix it up that way, it blends really good into the milk. But if you want to put it in like an actual little blender, I use my blender bullet, and I do usually a banana, I'll do oat milk, 2 scoops of protein, any other like fruit, I might do strawberries, and then I'll do a scoop of peanut butter, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and ice. And it always comes out so good. Like the peanut butter, I always get vanilla, so you don't really taste it in the shake anyway. Even if you were to taste the flavor and you're not necessarily a fan of vanilla, the peanut butter completely masks the taste. Okay, I'm gonna tweeze the other side off camera just so we can like get to the styling of this hair. Someone asked, how do you keep your routine interesting in the gym so you don't get bored? Right now I'm currently following a fitness guide from Alyssa Marie Body on Instagram. That's also the same person that I purchased my waist trainer that I own. I really like her workouts. I first started just following her and she posts little workout videos on her page. and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy one of her guides because I really liked her content. I was actually very pleased with the guide, like once I started it, and honestly it's just been working for me. So right now that's what I'm following. I have a couple of different fitness guides in my phone. I'm no stranger to purchasing them from, like, you know, fitness girls or fitness gurus on Instagram. So I've definitely tried a couple of different guides. I'll link it for you guys. I think I bought it when it was like on sale or something, but she has sales kind of quite often. So yeah, I use Instagram, girl. Like, I feel like Instagram, YouTube, oh, and YouTube too. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, they're all just such great avenues for finding the kind of content that you need or that you like. I just want to say that this lace is non-existent and I'm so here for it. Like, have you seen such a flat install? I don't think you have. What are your fitness goals and how'd you start your journey? My fitness goals are to just feel good and to look good and to build like a nice little gym booty. I don't need my butt to be the biggest butt in the gym. I don't need to be the strongest person in the gym either. Like, that's not a goal of mine. I do want to be strong. Like, I want to be considered what's strong for Jasmine, but I wouldn't say that I'm after a specific like look or anything like that. I just want to overall just feel good. And then as far as like how I started my journey, I started working out, like weightlifting in the gym, like after high school. My boyfriend at that time was really into fitness, so I would go with him, and that's kind of like how I started in the gym. But like, I just want to be fit. I want you to look at me and be like, wow, that girl works out, she looks great, like her body's banging. Like, I just want to feel and look good. I want to feel sexy, I want to look sexy. Like, damn, mom, like, you be working out? Like, what you be doing in the gym? And honestly, that's already happened to me too many times. No, because I really be getting hit on in the gym, and it surprises me each and every time, because I be like, why are people talking to me? But then I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, bitch, just because you fine as fuck. Like, I'm really, really cute. So someone asked what my favorite workout routine is, and honestly, anything that has to do with working on my glutes, because I just love the feeling of my glutes being sore. It makes me feel like I'm gonna wake up with a dump truck. Anything, like, I love doing hip thrust. Hip thrust, baby! I was really going for like a very specific curl, and I did not achieve it, although this looks really cute. Excuse? Yeah. I'm gonna answer a couple more questions. This is a good one. Someone asked, do you have any tips on keeping the gains? My weight fluctuates really easy, it sucks. I'd say if your weight is fluctuating, that might be because you're not being consistent enough in one or more routines in your life. So if you're not getting a consistent amount of sleep all the time, if you're not working out generally the same days every week, or at least the same amount of times every week, if you're not eating generally around the same amount of calories every single day, then your weight is going to fluctuate, because any one of those routines, sleep, working out, eating, and then also stress, those can all like affect your weight and how it fluctuates. So I would look at the consistency in those areas of your life, and if you can get one or more of them under control, or if there's one that's you know you typically don't like eat that much, or maybe you're not getting enough rest, if you can change those things, that would probably help with your weight kind of staying more consistent. Someone said, how do you get out of your comfy bed every day, sis? Please help me. Benson wakes me up every single day, you guys. Like, I literally wake up to this puppy stepping on my head. So I don't get to get out. I just don't get to like sleep in anymore. And I know that's not like an answer, but other than like that, I really like going to the gym. I don't know how to explain it, you guys. I don't know what else to say. Like, I genuinely just like doing it. Like, if you need to set reminders in your phone, then do that. Like, set yourself a daily reminder that's like, hey, go to the gym. Goes off every single day at 8:30 a.m. or whenever your window is for going to the gym. Because I know people have school, people have work, they have kids, they have lives. So you have to factor in that time. Like, you literally have to give yourself the time in order to work out. I got so many questions about how do you get up? How do you stay motivated? How do you stay with the gym? How do you stay disciplined on your fitness journey? This is gonna be the last question. What knowledge do you have now that you wish you had then? I wish that I gave myself more grace, because when I look back at what I looked like out of high school, like 18, 19, 20 years old in the gym, I was honestly like still a kid. I was very, I feel like I was underdeveloped. Like, I wasn't finished growing yet. And I was so hard on myself, and I thought I was so I thought I was so fat. And I look back at myself and I'm like, you're a kid. Like, you're a kid, but also like, you're not fat. Like, my body dysmorphia was so bad. Like, it was so bad. And now that I look back at myself, I'm just like, yeah, like, Jazz, you could have been nicer to yourself. Like, I really wish that I was nicer to myself. I wish that I allowed myself more grace. I wish that I just wasn't so hard on myself, and that I actually just enjoyed the body that I was in, because it was gonna continue to change. I didn't have to be so hard on myself, and I also think that that was because I was listening to people around me, and I felt like their opinions of me mattered so much. Like, I took their opinion and I just put it over myself and what I thought of myself, and I allowed it to like kind of rule how I navigated my life. And it wasn't even just with like how I physically saw myself, and how I mentally thought about myself, and how I emotionally handled myself. If I could, like, if 25-year-old me could go back and like whisper something in 20-year-old Jasmyn's ear, it would be that. Like, just be nicer to yourself. Like, it's okay. Like, you have time to be, you know, who you want to be, and to grow into the woman that you want to grow into. Yeah, I'm not gonna do my makeup. My hair looks cute though. Y'all probably gonna see this hair with like a beat face on Instagram, so make sure you go ahead and follow me on Instagram. You can also go and follow me so that you can see daily story posts of me in the gym, get some fitness updates, some fitness tips, some fitness advice on my story as well. And hopefully I can start incorporating some fitness content onto my actual page, because I do feel like it's a part of my life now, and I am a lifestyle influencer, so that is something that I want to share with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's fitness journey update Q&A video. If you did, make sure you leave a comment down below. Comment, let me know what you think. If you have any other questions that I didn't get to, then leave those down below and I can write back to you guys. Don't forget to click that subscribe button down below, turn on your post notifications, and join the tribe. All links to this gorgeous, beautiful hair will be down below. Make sure you guys check out LuvMeHair. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, you are smart, you are beautiful, people love you, I love you, and I can't wait to see you on my next upload. Bye!